Our story now needs two babies. Dorsey, born in 1900, into that staunchly Democrat farm family by the Opequon Creek, and 2 miles and 2 years away, Dorothy Hobbs, born in 1902, into a well-to-do, staunchly Republican household in town. She weighed barely 2 pounds and was carried around on a pillow for the first weeks of her life. The little princess of the manor. 2 miles, 2 parties, 2 cradles. Nobody warned either family what was coming. By high school, they were a pair of characters. The 1918 yearbook teased Dorsey as a charmer, good at basketball, dearly loved a lass named Geyer. But here's the joke that everybody missed for years. When the yearbook editors wrote his name, they entered it as Dorsey Flag, Dorothy. Dorothy, as in the lass he was actually kissing in the cloakroom, wasn't Geyer at all. The whole school had figured it out before the yearbook went to print, and Dorothy herself? A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. When the period was half over, you could hear flying feet in the corridor. Then the door would open softly, very softly, and in would glide Dots, flushing, smiling, one of the merriest of her crowd. After graduation, Dorsey went looking for his life and tried on just about everything. Telephone switchboard installer at Western Electric in Norfolk, Virginia. Officer training at Washington and Lee until the armistice. Then, alloy chemist, spot welder, purchasing agent, and a rural mail carrier by horse and wagon. 3 years of wandering. Salesman at the Manbeck Bread Company over in Hagerstown. A butcher shop with his brother Claude. The boy was searching for something, and then it hit him. What he'd been looking for the whole time was his high school cloakroom sweetheart. On the day after Christmas, 1922, Dorsey and Dorothy eloped in his Ford, a Democrat and a Republican off on a honeymoon through Washington, Baltimore, and Philadelphia. They'd just go ahead and run the country at home instead. Dorsey found his calling at last. He joined the Schmidt Baking Company in 1928 as a salesman. By 1930, he was sales manager. By 1944, general manager. 16 years to rise from the door to the desk. Then in 1952, the owners came to town with a plan to swap the real yeast bread, the bread Dorsey had built that company on, for the chemically raised kind. Dorsey told them flat, "Not on my watch," so they retired him with a Buick and 5 years' pay, on the condition he never work for another bread company again. He'd won, and he knew it. Next, they built the Flag Motel on Charlestown Road. Dorsey built it, Dorothy ran it. And on the side, Dorsey clerked at the Charlestown racetrack. He placed low bets, just smart ones, so the IRS wasn't waiting when he collected his winnings. Cheryl Flagg Bowserman, his granddaughter, remembered that Granddad got his tips from jockeys and trainers. One afternoon, Dorsey phoned the Buick dealer about a small Buick. The salesman said the small ones were a little stripped down and brought out a bigger one. They drove around. Dorsey decided. He told Grandmother to go to their bedroom and get the money, and he counted out cash for the bigger Buick on the hood of the car. The salesman said it was the only time he'd ever seen anyone do that. And don't think Dorothy was just minding the desk. She raised 7 children and still found time to run half the county. Church president, PTA president, Eastern Star. In 1967, she became the first woman ever to serve on a West Virginia grand jury, and the first one elected foreman. 2 firsts in one room, and over her life she gave 64 pints of blood. 7 of them during the Second World War, 57 in peacetime. She was simply a powerhouse. 7 children filled that house on Charlestown Road, and they came in this order: Robert, then James, then Francis, then Raymond, then Claude, then Julia, then Richard, from 1925 to 1942. And every single one of them collected a nickname along the way: Bobby, also Boone, Jimmy, Francie Dancy, Brownie's Gizzard, Cleat Feet, Jukey Jai, and Blue Ribbon. A loud, loving, mismatched, wonderful crowd. One of them, Raymond, we'll come back to. The years rolled on. A 50th anniversary in 1972, a 60th in 1982, reunions spilling across somebody's lawn every few summers. Pro fide et patria, the family motto went, for faith and country. And that motto wasn't decorative. It sat right next to a print of Uncle Sam. The Uncle Sam, painted in 1918 by a cousin of theirs named James Montgomery Flagg. We'll come back to him too. A Democrat and a Republican married more than 60 years, with one unbreakable house rule. Take all the pride you want in the family. Just don't talk politics at the table. They had built so much. And in 1988, within just weeks of each other, Dorsey and Dorothy were gone. Dorothy on Good Friday, the 1st of April. Dorsey on the 11th of May. 65 years they'd been a team, but by then the house had been full of children and grandchildren for decades. The thread was in younger hands now, and holding fast. From a flower in a Norfolk swamp to a young family in West Virginia. Through plagues and pranks, mills and motels, a war or two, and one very famous poster, the thread never broke. It runs through every hand that ever passed it on, and it runs to you. So take pride in where you came from. Take your feet to Flagg family reunions. Bring your heart, bring your toes, and remember, you're in the Flagg continuum.